Good morning, folks. Welcome to Cousin Edo's YouTube channel. This video is going to be about making a homemade fuel injection cleaner that you can clean your injectors while the injectors are installed in the vehicle. You do not have to take them out of the vehicle. This is going to be probably a two-part series. The first part is going to be the construction of the tool, and then the second part will be actually cleaning the injectors on a 2006 Mustang. Okay, why am I doing this? Well, the obvious reason is to save money. If I take the Mustang down to Firestone, they're going to charge me $115 to clean the injectors. By constructing this tool, this cost me just under $30. I do have a lot of parts on hand. I didn't have to go and buy everything that I needed, but you'll probably find that most people probably will have the parts already, especially if you're into mechanics and stuff like that. I like doing things myself. The cost of this for me was just under $30. If you don't have anything, it'll cost you about $65. I get everything from Lowe's, Harbor Freights, O'Reilly's, and Napa. Some notes on this. This is for gasoline fuel injecting vehicles only. Do not use this on diesel. The pressures for diesel is way too high for this, so don't use this for diesel. Gasoline only. I do hope that you watch this video and enjoy it, and if you do, please rate, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you liked and what you didn't like, and I will read your comments and I will fix it if it's possible. Anyway, I hope you enjoy this video. Let's get to it. You're going to need 5/16 fuel line. This is 4 foot long. Now I got the stuff that's used not for fuel injection systems, but it's a lot cheaper, and this is going to work for just this tool. Now if I was replacing line on the vehicle, I would use the one that's rated for fuel injection. But this stuff right here is about $1 a foot. The stuff for the fuel injection is about $5 a foot. So I elected to stay cheap on this. You're going to need 2 hose clamps right here. This came from O'Reilly's. This came from Napa. And these 2 quick disconnects right here. This is for Chrysler and GM, but it'll work on a Ford. And they're the 5/16 is the size. These were about $6. Came with 2. We only need 1. At Lowe's, this is a 1/4 inch barb by 1.5 inch MIP. You'll hook the hose on that end. This is going to screw into your PVC. Right here we have, this is called a bushing from Lowe's, and it is a 1 1/2 inch to 1/2 inch, and you'll need 2 of those. Alright, then you're going to need 2 1 1/2 inch couplings, some cleaner, and some cement for your PVC. You're also going to need about 15 inches of 1 1/2 inch pipe, and I elected to use 1 1/2 inch because I had the pipe. I didn't have to go out and buy some new pipe, so I can use this pipe, get a 15 inch piece off of it. Go ahead and cut my 15 inch piece here. I'm going to mark it off 15 inches, and this is going to hold about 16 ounces of fluid, by the way. Okay, take this into your kitchen sink or somewhere where you can wash this out and get all of those particles out of there. You don't want any particles in there in the fuel system. Okay, one thing about this size of pipe that I have here, the 1 1/2 inch PVC,
is I did some calculations on there to make sure that I cut off a long enough piece to hold 16 foot-ounces, which is what I'm going to be using. If you use something different, a larger size or smaller size or whatever, I definitely recommend larger. If you're going to do a different size, go larger. But if you use that, you'll need to do the calculation for the volume that will hold for whatever fluid ounces you're wanting to put in there. And also, the pressure rating on this is 330 psi, and the maximum pressure for the fuel system on this Mustang is 70 psi, so we're going to be good to go on that part. Next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and set up this hose. So I'm going to take this hose and I'm going to slide this clamp over there. I'm going to go ahead and get the QD out of here. Push that hose onto the QD. Good and snug on there, and then on the other end we're going to take this piece, slide our other clamp on this end, push the hose on to this fitting. Now this is a 1/4 inch to 5/16, but it fits on there good and snug. Get that on there good and snug, and that's it for the hose. Alright, next thing we're going to do is put our PVC parts together. These are dry. So what we're going to do here is this is going to go inside of this coupling right here. The bushing is going to go inside of the coupling. So put some cement on the inside of this. I'm not using the primer because this ain't a water application. Just load that up with some cement. Push that in there. Spin it if you can. I can't spin it. Alright. Then on the other side, load it up. Stick it on the end of the pipe. Then we're going to do the same thing on with the other side. And here we have our PVC piece. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the end of this hose right here with the Teflon fitting, and I'm going to put some Teflon tape on there. Alright, and we're going to take one of these ends, doesn't matter which end, and we're going to screw that okay. For the air side and the control side of this, you're going to need this is a 1/2 inch male to a 1/4 inch female adapter. This is a 1/4 inch union. This is a pressure gauge with a regulator on it. It came from Harbor Freight, Central Pneumatic. Gonna need an inline shut-off valve, 1/4 inch, and a 1/4 inch quick disconnect fitting. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap all of these up with some Teflon tape and put everything together. And there we go. It's all together. One thing I do want to mention that on this fitting right here, make sure you have the right tight that will match your quick disconnect for your air compressor, or else it won't fit. When we go to fill it, we'll just take this fitting right here out, put a funnel in there, fill it up, reinstall this back on there. What I'm going to do before I fill it though is I'm going to hook up an air hose to it and pressurize it. I'm going to hook this end right here up to the vehicle and make sure I don't have any leaks before I go pouring in the cleaner. Now that I've got this thing together, what I'm going to do is I got a piece of coat hanger here right here. I'm going to hook this on there so that I can hang it from the hood. And that should work right there.